Hey everybody, Mary Ellen here as usual. Just want to show you the oracle cards. We're going to jump right in to the April reading for the air sign folks. As you can tell, there's a lot of buffering. The bandwidth here is really crappy. I don't know, it's just my karma. I don't know what to say about it. There's nothing I can do about it in the short term. Hopefully for next year when I come back here. Okay, so I made a little video just to give you the updates. Go watch, it's 2 minutes long or something. Okay. And the love readings will publish to Patreon going forward from here. So if you want to see the love readings, please go support my channel on Patreon. I really appreciate it. Okay? That's going to help me stick around. All right, so there we have it. Owl. That's about shamanic journeying and sacred messages coming through. Owl is the night eagle. So we have this interesting combination of the night eagle and whale rising up from the deep. With the numerology adding up to 5, change is coming because things are coming from deep within us in order to have this beautiful moment of the new moon in Aries, the symbol of the sacred warrior. Flying deep through the night wind, my guides are saying, joining with the fire sign people with this Shakti energy to burn off that which is no longer needed. I love this. Quite astounding. And things coming up from the deep, from the water element, the love energy, evaporating up into the air element in order to be utilized by the night eagle. Read into that whatever you want. I'm going to leave it at that, okay? So here's where we're going, beautiful air signs, in the month of April. A quest. Obviously, for sacred knowledge. That's why the oracle signs are here the way they are. It's describing the journey. Okay, so if you don't know the sacred mythology of Athena, the warrior goddess, she had an owl that perched on her shoulder and would whisper the secrets of the universe into her ear, particularly when it came to sacred battles. So in this month of April, on this new moon, there's a quest that is starting. This has come out for every single sign, just so you know, a sacred quest in one way or another. So look where all the air elements are in your chart. Look where the water elements are in your chart. Begin to understand yourself as the quantum lines of energy are expressed through your chart. Where is the love element? Water. Do you have fire in your chart? Where is that? And you'll understand something about this. So we see this gentleman on a quest for sacred knowledge, being transformed, we can tell by his garment. It's a battle of some kind. He has a sword at his side, and he consults with the guides and with the ancient records in order to bring forward this sacred knowledge that he is questing for. And it's interesting, when you step on this quest, here's the first thing that happens. A release. The elopement of battle, 8 of Swords, a story about a man who went into the dream time, got stuck there, and all the adventures that he had caused him a lot of anxiety until the moment when he could awaken into the light and return back to his home. A lot of allegory there. I'm going to leave it at that for now. So there's some great quest that's going to bring a breaking free, an awakening, a release from anxiety, perhaps, in order to bring forward whatever it is that he travels back with from the dream time. This dream time is a place. Okay, my guides are telling me I'm saying it wrong. The dream time is the place of anxiety. I'm still saying it wrong. Hang on. The place of anxiety is not a real place. It's something we create in our minds It's why the guides are talking about this specifically with the air sign people. This didn't come out in the other readings, okay? There are a lot of similarities this month. So whatever your mental process is, allow yourself to just walk out of it. We all know that the Eight of Swords traditionally shows a woman standing in the water element, bound, blindfolded, a circle of 8 swords around her. All the things that come into her mind that cause her to have anxiety and the inability to move forward, which is what the air element is meant to flow freely all around the planet. So you are coming to this moment of release because something's going to happen within you and you're going to go on this quest. I like that. I can't remember if I said it, but please forgive the buffering. All right, I'm going to use the cards in front of my face because I've learned that the buffering doesn't affect the audio. You may hear the audio is different. It's because I have my earbuds in because there's a real giant, I'm in a resort, and there's a giant party going on right outside my window. So these are the things we're working with today. So the dreamer of growth, firmly planted upon the earth, but inhabiting the air element, the water bearer, the star card, the sign of Aquarius, mind melding with the universe in order to pour the water element into this place, love energy. That's what your collective strings of air sign energy are taken up with this month coming forward. And look, the decider of will in this beautiful deck, it's sacred male energy, the magician, who has all the factors of manifesting at his disposal, and he is bringing forward factors of Jupiter, expansion, all the things that are meant to be created upon this earth. That's what y'all are dreaming about. That's what you have the capacity to address. It's a humongous moment. So this did come out for all the signs so far, in one way or another, an adventure of knowledge, of course, because you're on a quest. So the quest brings on these things, these types of awakenings that then cause you to go on to the next level, if you will, of adventure. This is Seven of Pentacles. Well, if these things are true about myself here in the human realm, what is it that I could do to cause my garden of knowledge to grow? Because I see the horrors of this world around me, the things that are happening right now. My city is burning. People are dying. I'm meant to try to have the ability to touch death and be in its presence in a way that cannot be denied. As soon as this young man stepped out into the village center to put a rope around a corpse, he had a vision about ultimate destruction, his whole village burning to the ground. He crossed into the underworld, where he met a banshee, a fairy, and he asked for help to scream out a warning about what was about to happen. And she proclaimed herself ready to help him, but told him, first you have to go back. You have to deal with this. I can't fix it for you. I can help you with some mystical means to understand what this is all about and why it's happening. So clearly, I don't even need to say it, right? That's where we are. In air signs, this is how you are probably mentally experiencing this. It's a form of mental torture. That's why we have this Eight of Swords, okay? It's going to be okay. Look, when you transfer yourself into the land of the mystical, you will be given some kind of revelation. Some knowledge is going to come to you when you can unbind yourself from your fears and anxieties, okay? And I have a child who has a lot of air in her chart, and I understand a lot about this because the fears just rise to the surface like air bubbles. The Nine of Pentacles is about coming into your fullness. And it sits like this on the table. So you're going to be using your will center in order to manifest this revelation, elevating yourself to the fullness of your development. A 9. Knowledge of self. Utilizing all the elements. If you look at this card, you'll understand all the elements are here. Earth, air, fire, water. This is someone who transforms into a fish. Pisces energy. So you are really engaging with the water sign energy in order to have a total transmutation in the month of April. So allow yourself to go deep, no pun intended, into this transmutation. I don't think you're going to be able to help it, like it's just going to happen. Because some revelation is coming to you about your nature here upon the earth and what it is that is meant to be achieved through your energy on a soul level. And there it is. 2 of Cups. Balance. Healing. A sacred dialogue about the art of loving. What is the purpose of it? How does it affect me? How do I move the love element, the healing around the planet? Because that is my destiny as an air sign. To take up the water element into the atmosphere and move it with the wind and the clouds and the rain and continue the cycle of balance and healing. This might be a little prophecy about what's going on in your life with a soulmate. I'm going to get to the love reading. I think I said it, I can't remember. It'll be on Patreon exclusively. Okay? So that's the first card on the soul level, a 2, balance. There's another 2, the dialogue of battle. The way an air sign will sit in front of the love element, the water, blindfolded, dressed in purity, swords crossed at the heart chakra, attempting to become a lightning rod for spirit, to be filled up with the knowledge of spirit, the sacred eagle that lives in the sky, in the atmosphere. Some long vision, some ability to just float on the drafts in the atmosphere in order to look down upon the earth and understand what you are meant to know. A lot of revelation, a lot. Here's the last card on the soul level. A prophecy, the augury of knowledge. Remember where we started? Luck. So on the new moon, on the 1st of April, this cycle will begin. I have no doubt in my mind about this. Another person dressed in blue, right down to the hair, experiencing a transmutation. So if you look closely at this card, if you're new, we see a portal opening. It illuminates the stone of destiny. And Morfessa, the goddess of the sacred places, touches the stone. And she herself becomes illuminated. She has a transmutation. She is spiritually activated. And she's having the experience of self-knowledge. All the sacred knowledge that exists, and literally this is how it sits on the table. Okay, just so you know. That's pretty good as journeys go into the deep for this purpose. This is where you pop out the other side, okay? So you're sandwiched between 2 full moons and 2 new moons in this month. So just go look at the sacred astrology. As many of you know, I love Molly McCord. I love Pamela Gregory. It brings forward a lot of information. So self-actualization on a spiritual basis and transmutation and all the things that come with that, rising to bring change. Ooh, getting choked up. There's the outcome. Look at that. The Sacred King of Battle. Full knowledge. A real understanding of the things that need to be known about the ways in which you were not whole and the ways in which the healing happens. So, I'm also near a military base. That's a helicopter going overhead. I'm sure my pods are picking it up. I apologize. A lot of things not in my control in this place. So, this is a mystical story about mystical healing, and that's what this whole reading is about. A lot of revelation coming forward. It's a death and rebirth story in a sense. The things that come into illumination in the places where they might be a little bit hard to see unless you're flying with the owl energy. It's about taking a sacred journey. The owl shaman. It's fabulous. So I love that, and I want to thank you. I'm going to pick from the runes for you, and we'll see what comes out on this beautiful day. It's the 30th, and I'm going to do my best to get these all published for the first, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Speaking of revelation, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to just read a little bit from the book about this. This is a very powerful rune. All the things that have been coming out, breaking out, breaking through, things like that. Okay, so just give me a moment. Breakthrough and revelation, transformation, daylight, Dagaz, and look, it's 2-2. I love that. Reflective of all the twos that came in the reading. Okay, so this is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Beautiful air signs. And drawing Dagaz often signals a major shift. Love this. Or a breakthrough in the process of self-change. A complete transformation in attitude, in thoughts, a 180-degree turn. Fabulous. Hang on, my guys they're giving me instructions. There you are. For some of you, the transition is so great that you will no longer be able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. And they're talking to me about this. That's what that's about, okay? That's the air sign people at the center of the reading. The theme of the reading is this, a quest. I love this. And here we are. The culmination of that which is meant to be made manifest by you through the prophecy and the astrology that's coming forward. So because the timing is correct, the outcome is assured, although not from the present vantage point, predictable. In each life there comes at least one moment, which if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. Okay, I'm getting more instructions. Hang on, they want me to try to hold up the cards while I'm reading, okay? They're intent on delivering the message in a certain way. Okay. Thank you for your patience. So there it is. Rely, therefore, on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. I hope you can see this. It's hard to tell when the cards are in front of my face. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. I think that's where I started, talking about the journey of the sacred warrior being all over all of these readings, clearly because of the astrology and the moment that we're in this world, in these moments. Pluto doing its job in order to bring forward this. That's the point of it. So don't lose hope, okay? A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. The darkness is behind you. The daylight is come. Nevertheless, you are reminded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future or to behave recklessly in your new situation. Considerable hard work, can be involved in a time of transformation. Be the butterfly. Go into the chrysalis. Turn into goo. Leap out of your anxiety. Full radical trust in these moments. Okay, gang? Thank you so much for being here and being patient and loving with me. I really appreciate it more than you know. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'll look forward to seeing you when I'm back home.